رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي فالحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسوله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ثم ما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My dear brothers and sisters, we're living in an age which is a strange age, a time which is a weird time, because in our times, more than the money, we're looking for things which we do not normally look for. For example, we are looking to impress people. We're looking to impress public and even people we do not know. We will never be able to know those people. We're even looking to impress those people. And using social media and social media platforms and channels and YouTube and all that stuff for the same purpose, right? So we're looking to impress people. And this is something that really hurts me because, you know, if you really want to impress people, that's a very, very low goal that you're setting in your life, because people can be impressed with things that are so minute and minor in their significance. They're so insignificant, people can be impressed with those things, and impressing people is such a low task, such a low thing. You don't have to do this. As a Muslim, you don't have to do this. Then what do you have to do? Impress Allah. Impress Allah, don't impress people. Impress Allah with your intentions, with your work, with what you're doing for humanity, with what you're doing for Islam, for the sake of Allah's mission, for the sake of the message of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's what you have to do. You don't have to impress people. You don't have to impress cousins. You don't have to impress your classmates. You don't have to impress people in your country or even city or in village. All you've got to do is you have to impress Allah that you're capable of doing something big for the sake of His mission, that you're capable of goodness, that you're capable of spreading goodness among His servants, that you're capable of spreading the message and the cause and the mission of Allah, and that will be enough. That's exactly what you need to do. You don't need to impress other people. And you have to focus on this, because if we start impressing people, what we do is basically we're caving into what people desire in ourselves, right? So what people want to do, people will be impressed to see things if they want to see that in you and you have it, right? So it's a demand that they are creating for you, and you're following and obeying that demand. You're not a free person. You're not an independent person. Actually, for example, I can relate to you through a YouTube example, right? If you have a YouTube channel and people are watching your YouTube channel, then if you're doing YouTube as a content creator for the sake of earning money, just for the sake of earning money and fame, two things, right? So then your purpose is not, main thing is not the content. The main thing in your content exactly is what people watch. So you're catering to the demands of public, or you can say audience, and you are making videos that the audience will watch most, right? So you're trying to cave into the demands of the public and the pressure they're putting on you to create the content, right? So the content you create is not going to be the content that you wanted for your sake or for your mission or for your purpose. The content you're going to create is the content that's going to feed the masses and what they want to see you like, right? For example, if you want to create videos on movies and songs, and you're creating those videos, and then the audience catches up and wants you to create more of that content, then you're not plugged into that. So your subscribers are of certain kind, and you have to make videos on that content. And if you don't make videos on that content, you cannot earn money. So then your channel will stop growing, and you don't have that channel anymore, which is going to pay you and which is going to be monetizing you, earning you money. So that's not going to happen. So if you have to keep that up, and if you have to keep that going, you have to cave into the demands of the public and audience. So you can't do that, right? So what I'm trying to say, and what I'm trying to convince you of, is actually impressing people is not something that should be done by great people. This is something that should be done by average people. People who have, a mindset, an IQ, a low IQ, and they do not have big ambitions. They cannot dream of something big. They cannot do and they cannot achieve something big, right? So if they're trying to achieve something big, it's because they see someone doing something big, and they're copying that model, and they're trying to do something, copying that certain model which is acceptable to the society, and they're walking on the traditional norms and doing some traditional stuff, right? That's the model that they're trying to follow. That's called the herd psychology. They're following the herd psychology, or the mob mentality, you can also say it. So they're trying to do it. But on the other hand, if you are trying to do something bigger and something unique in a sense that it's needed in the society but nobody's willing to say, nobody's willing to do anything about it, and you're trying to do it, then you are doing something great. And you might be alone in the beginning. You might not have audience, you might not have people, you might not have friends, you might not have anyone. But if you're doing it for the sake of Allah, if you're doing it for the sake of the message Islam has, for the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then that's enough. That's enough. This is enough. This suffices, because Allah is impressed by what you do. Don't care about the views. Don't care about how many people are going to listen to you, how many comments you're getting, how many likes you're getting, how many people are going to watch you, how many people are going to know you and going to take your autograph and selfies and things like this. And you have meetup events. You become a famous YouTuber or an Instagrammer or TikToker or whatever. What is the tendency? I'm saying these things because I see my youth in Pakistan and other countries, other Muslim countries, they have this tendency of becoming TikTokers and YouTubers because people will know us, because people will take our autographs, because people will, take selfies with us, and we'll become famous, and we will become famous, and that will be a dream come true. That's what they think of, right? So they're trying to impress people. But what I say, don't care about this, because try to impress Allah, and Allah, if you impress Allah enough, then trust me, it's better. Not just in the hereafter, in this world too. We cannot comprehend how Allah helps us in certain manners, how Allah takes care of affairs of the servants, right? We cannot comprehend this because it's all about spirituality. It's something that is beyond our mental levels. We don't understand how Allah, in a very unnoticeable manner, in a way that we can call latif, in a subtle way, Allah acts in our lives. And Allah takes us out of certain difficult situations, and Allah puts in certain righteous people's company, and Allah does things to us that change the course of our lives for the good. We cannot comprehend the logic of it. We cannot, study causality and understand it. It's all about Allah doing it in the unseen, in the realm of the khalq, in the realm of the world of Amr, the world of Allah's intent, right? Allah's intent and Allah's will. In that word, Allah does things, and we don't comprehend this. So all we have to do is we have to trust Allah that we're going to be paid in this world too. It's not about just the hereafter. It's about this world too. Allah will not leave you alone. People who trust Allah, Allah does not leave them alone in this world. We have to understand this concept. It's not a very it's not rocket science to comprehend that Allah does not leave people alone. Allah does not abandon his people. Allah never abandons his servant. If you're doing something purely for the sake of Allah, you don't need anyone else's comments, you don't need anyone else's likes, you don't need anyone's praises for you, you don't need anything from anyone. You're just doing it for the sake of Allah. Then Allah will be enough for you in this world and the hereafter, and that's all you need to focus. You don't need to focus other people's impressions of your work. You have to stay focused. You have to work. You have to do this for Allah and impress Allah. Try to impress Allah with your skills. Try to impress Allah. You have to send a message through your actions, through your deeds, that, oh Allah, I am capable of spreading goodness. I am capable of doing this good thing because you have blessed me with certain senses. You have given me certain talents, and I'm able to convey my message or do whatever with these talents and skills that you have given me, and I'm making something good out of them for the people, for the public, for your creation. I'm trying to do it, and oh Allah, accept this from me. That's the intent, that's the idea, and if you have it, then that's gonna suffice. That's enough, and you have to do it. You don't have to look for other people's impressions. You don't have to impress other people. If Allah is impressed, that's enough, and Allah will take care of all the affairs. Allah will take care of all the matters in your life, and Allah will take care of all the critical events of your life. Allah will shape your life. Allah will shape your future for the better, and Allah will take care of everything you need. Allah will take care of giving you, Allah will give you everything that you need, and Allah will not give you something that will be damaging to you, or that will destroy you, or that will be spiritually demotivating you, right? Allah will take you away from those things that are going to harm you in the long run, and Allah will put you in the right areas, in the right things of right spheres of life, and this is how things going to work. But on the other hand, if you try to follow the pattern that people set, the society sets, and if you try to, impress people, then you're going to be slave of what people want, then you're going to be slave of attention, then you're going to be bought easily with certain, buckets of attention, certain buckets of, fame, certain buckets of, respect and dignity and honor. You can be bought. You will have a price tag. You will not understand it right now, but you will have it, because that's all you want in your life, and there's nothing else in your life. There's no big mission. So try to avoid that. And hopefully I've conveyed my message. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikr al-Hakim.